Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Gita and Dnyaneshwari. Yesterday we saw in fact the 10th verse. वीतरागभय क्रोधा मन्मया मामुपाश्रितः बहवो ज्ञान tapasa puta madbhav magataha. Means Shri Krishna is saying that those who have become merged with me as a yoga injati yoga means becoming yogi. Bhaktana Sahitar is Bhaktamaya means they have become one with me. They are true devotees and they are gone beyond the fear, the anger, and love and affection, and they have become one with me. And their their penance and their knowledge and their living, every moment living has become so pure that you cannot distinguish me and them. That is, what uh, Shri Krishna is saying. एरवी परापर न शोचिती जी कामना शून्य होती वाटा केवेळी न वचती क्रोधाची. So these people who are knowledgeable, who have achieved the enlightenment, they have become, they have gone beyond the wish, fulfilling the wish, anger and all those things. जे सदा मियाचे आथिले माझिया सेवा जियाले का आत्मबोधे तोषले वितरागी. They have become they become happy only while living with me inside and out, and they are doing all the work for me only. जे तपो तेजाची या राशी का एका यतन ज्ञानासी जे पवित्रता तीर्थांसी तीर्थरूप. Now it happens that they are penance so severe that their penance is so severe that if they go to the temple and they offer their prayers to Shiva, they become one with the Shiva only. They have unison with the Shiva only. Ram, they have become unison with Ram. Whichever God they offer prayers, they have become one with them. ते मद्भावा सहज आले मी तेची ते होऊन ठेले जे मज ते या उरले पदर नाही. Now there is no distinguishing thing between me and them. सांगे पितळेची गंधी कळिका जे फिटली होय निश्चिक ते सुवर्ण आणिक जुळू जायचे. Now you see, the brass is there, it looks so pure that it looks like the gold itself. Like that they have become. So this is only example. In fact, they have become gold, pure gold, like me only. That is what he is saying. In fact, gold in the sense they have become pure person. Don't take gold is gold and all those things. तैसे यमनियमी कडसले जे तपोज्ञानी चोखाले मी त्याचे ते झाले इथं संशय कायसा. Now they have followed yama niyam asana pranayama also and samadhi. So they have become yuja injati yoga. They have become one with me, and they are offering all the deeds 24/7 to me, and they have become one with me. And you should not distrust this thing. They have gone beyond the confusion and all those things. They have become one with me, and they remain in that state of mind and soul at each and every moment. Trust me, that is what I'm telling you, and you also can become like that. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तान् तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमान वर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः. Now the way somebody offers prayers to me, he becomes the prayer you offer, that person you become. That is what he is saying straight away. एरवी तरी पाही जे जैसा माझा ठाई भजते तया मीही तैसाची भजे. Those who offer the kind of prayers to me, I also offer the same kind of prayers to him. Because God is in him, and God is, if you think I am God, then there is a God inside you as well. देखे मनुष्य जात सकळ. That is what Shri Krishna is saying. देखे मनुष्य जात सकळ हे स्वभावता भजनशील झाले असे केवळ माझ्या ठाई. All the people in this world, each and every human beings, they like to offer prayers to God some way or some kind. Once what happened, one atheist was there and he said, I don't trust any kind of God or anything. Okay, then I said, what kind of the traffic rules you have, whether you drive from right or left. So in our country right direction is always right. Okay, then one day you try to drive from the left side. He said sorry. He said simply, he said sorry. That is the trust you have in something. I hope you understand that that is the trust, that everybody drives left in India or in UK. That is the right direction. In US and all the places, right side driving is supposed to be the right side. If you go on the wrong side, you are gone. So that is the trust. So building of trust should be there all over the world. If you break the trust, then there are once that the trust is broken, then there are millions of bombs manufactured from this side and millions of bombs manufactured from this side. Atom bombs are so manufactured, in fact. परी ज्ञानवीण नाशिले जे बुद्धिभेदासी आले तेणीची या कल्पिले अनेकत्व. So God is only one, but because they do not realize the God, they can see so many things, and many a times distrust is also there. म्हणून अभेदी भेदू देखती यया अनाम्या नामे ठेवती देवी देव म्हणती. ठीक आहे. Okay, means I cannot be distinguished between this and that. I am one everywhere. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has Chit Vilaswad. Everywhere the Chaitanya, the Paramatma, the God is there, according to Dnyaneshwari. And Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying that this formless God has no name, but people keep the name to that God. And they have a lot of God and goddesses are there, and they offer prayers to them as per their norms and all those things. Okay? जे सर्वत्र सदा सम तेथ विभाग अधोमत्व मती वशे संभ्रम विवांचती. Now you offer the prayers to God, and sometimes what happens, that mistrust is there. Then a lot of fantastic things they go on to do, that like they said, even the wars have been there. So this sambrama and all those things you should try to avoid. Mistrust and all those things, because if in fact it happens to be on the war front, in fact any moment the war can start. At that place he is trying to tell all these things. कांक्षतः कर्मणा सिद्धिं यजंत इह देवतः क्षिप्रम हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. It means that those people who do some kind of work with some wishes to gain something, they offer prayers like that. And at the end of the day, karma vipak siddhanta is there. Karma vipak, not karma, it is not karma, it is karma vipak. Whatever you do, the same things you will get. If you do something and see the reflection of yourself, you will see yourself only. Whatever you do, whatever you sow, you'll get that kind of the produce, in fact. Okay, same things he is going to tell. मग नाना हेतु प्रकारे यथोचित उपचारे मानिले देवतांतरे उपासिते. So you wish something and you offer prayers to some kind of God, they will give you the same thing. जे जे अपेक्षित ते तैसेचे पावती समस्त परी ते कर्मफळ निश्चित ओळखतो. Whatever you do, if you study hard, you will get lot of marks. If you work hard, you will gain something. If you offer prayers, this kind of prayers to that God will give you the fruit of whatever you wish. वाचुने देते घेते आणिक निभ्रांत नाही सम्यका इथं कर्मची फळ सूचक मनुष्य. Means मनुष्य, that means whatever you do, you are going to get the fall of that. Okay, means the fruit of that. जैसे क्षत्रिजे पेरिजे ते वाचून आनंद न निपजे का पाहिजे त्याची देखीजे दर्पण. We see the reflection of ourselves, then the same reflection is there. Whatever we see, so the seed will get the tree of that only. नातरी कडेया तळवटी जैसा आपलाची बोलू किरीटी पडिसाधू होईनी निमित्त योगी. Okay, now he has given one example. If you happen to stand on the cliff and say Om, so he'll get the reflection Om only. If you say hello, so the reflection comes hello, like that. Because you are standing on the cliff The reflection will come whatever you say. Same thing happens in life. तैसा समजता या भजना मी साक्षीभूत पै अर्जुना इत प्रतिफळे भाव आपुलाले. So whatever you do, you will get. Similarly, if you do all the work sakshibhut, you are doing using your life for a good cause, then you will get the similar kind of the fruits as well. Get detached from the fruits and do the work as a devotion to God, as a prayers to God. Work is worship. That is what is the suggestion of, it is not advice, it is the suggestion of Shri Krishna to Arjuna. Now next, this shlok, this is very important. Anybody may rise and say something. No, that is not the thing. Whatever is stated in Gita and Dnyaneshwari, it is the true meaning of that. Chatur varnam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagsham tasya kartaram mam vidya kartaram avyam. So this world is created of 4 kinds of attributes, not people, attributes. Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya. Brahman is the teaching abilities, the Brahma Tattva, who are living one with the God and doing all the kinds of pujas and all these things. Vaishya, who always happens to see the profit in anything. The real profit is remaining one with the God. Kshatriya, who happen to get rid of all the bad habits and good things they keep in mind, and they try to devote everything to God and achieve the enlightenment in everything. That is Kshatriya. Shudra, they are so devoted and they are service oriented, so they achieve the enlightenment through service. Now out of these 4 gunas, the attributes, varna, you might have one thing more than other 3, the characteristics and attributes inside that person, and then you happen to get that kind of job, and then you do as a work is worship, and then you achieve the enlightenment. These are Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya are the path to achieve enlightenment. It is not the creation of somebody is born as Brahmin or Shudra or Kshatriya. No, it is not like that. That humans have created. In fact, these are the kinds of guna attributes are given, according to attribute, you do the work. I have not created this. That is what Shri Krishna is saying. Tasya kartaram vidya kartaram avyam. So, those, otherwise, I am a karta. I am away. Away means God cannot be spent. God cannot come down. God doesn't get, share means what happens that, if a chalk is there, you write with the chalk, it gets reduced. God doesn't get reduced. You try to understand. I am not doing anything. The people are doing according to their attributes. And then people, blame me that you have created this and created that. No, it is human beings. To keep their dominance, money, power and dominance and all these things, they have created all these kinds of, you might say, the conglomerate of people and who are trying to dominate and all those things. They have created all these things. It is not me who has created. So always remember, Chatur Varnam means 4 kinds of Varna are attributes. Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra and Kshatriya. These are attributes of every human being. In fact, Shri Krishna also had in all these things. Like last time I gave the example that he was performing puja of so many gods and goddesses. And Narada happens to see that. So he offered the puja. Every day he used to do puja. So that is a Brahman bhav. According to today's terms. He was God himself. Why he has to perform the puja? Then he answered that why you are thinking negatively, think positively, why not do the puja? Vaishya, he was doing kind of a business. When he saw there is no profit in living in Mathura because Jarasandha has, 17 times he attacked. So he took all the people to Dwarka. Kshatriya, he fought with a lot of people. Shudra, he served his guru and served his parents and so many people. He served his society and all these people. So he performed all these kinds of 4 kinds of duties in his life. Everybody does, in fact. Cleaning yourself, offering puja, teaching someone, Brahman kind of job. Vaishya, always seeing profit in something and doing those things only which are profitable. Kshatriya, getting rid of bad habits. Shudra, always serving. You see all the ladies at home, they are serving the whole family. So everybody does all these things. आता याची परी जाण चारी आहे ती हे वर्ण सुजिले मा गुण कर्म भोगे. So these are the attributes of human being, and according to dominance of those attributes a person does the work. And if he gets the job, whichever dominant attribute he has, then he can perform well in his life. जे प्रकृतीचे आधारे गुणाचे व्यभिचारे कर्मे तदनुसार विवंचली. Now if intermixing and all fantastic things happen, then that is a corruption in fact. So according to their attributes, if they get the job, then they can perform well. Otherwise, the person having this attribute, he does this work, then he cannot do that do well. So the person who is appointing them, he himself can become corrupt, and those people can corrupt that work. Corrupt in the sense, not literal corruption, that you are taking bribe from someone. The corruption is that person cannot perform that work very well. That is the real corruption. I mean, anybody may rise and anybody may say anything. Do not listen to that. Listen to Dnyaneshwari and Geeta. इथं हे धनुष्य पाणी परी झाले गा चहूवणी ऐसे गुणकर्मी कडसणे केली सहजे. So these are 4 attributes and the work they have to do. I mean, everybody should do work is worship. These are 4 paths of enlightenment. Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya. Please remember. म्हणून ऐके पार्था हे वर्णभेद संस्था मी करता नव्हे सर्वथा याची लगे. आय एम नॉट डुईंग एनिथिंग. दीज आर वर्ण संस्था, बट आय एम नॉट डुईंग एनिथिंग. यू रिमेन डिटॅच विथ दिस अँड डू युअर वर्क. And everybody does all 4 kinds of things. Namam karmani limpanti name karmafale spra itimam yovijanati karmabhirna badhyate. You go into any kind of any city in India, for example, and go and see any kind of an institution or organization. Even on newspaper you might be seeing name karmafale spra. I am not expecting anything from my deeds, my work. You go and see some organization, they write down Namek Karmafali Spruha. I told you a lot of times. So these are, Brahmarpana, Ahamatma, Shanno Varunaha, something like that. You might have seen a lot of such things. These things have come, these words have come from Upanishads and Gitas especially. Namek Karmafali Spruha. I don't expect anything from my work, but I am doing the work with full devotion. That is very important. Idvam yovijanati karma bhirna sabandhate. So those who understand these things, that God doesn't do all these things according to guna, karma, and all the karma, vipak, siddhanta, and all those things. All things happen. So those who realize these things, they become mukta and atmagyani and realize soul. हे मजची स्तव झाले परिणाम नाही केले ऐसे जणे जाणीतले तो सुटला गा. Those who understand these things, sutla means they have got rid of all these worldly things. They have become one with me, they have become enlightened soul, they have become yogi, bhakta. Evam jnatva krutam karma purvairapi mumukshibhi kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvaihi purvataram krutam. So, do you think you are the first person to do that? No, please remember. Millions of people have done this in the past. Millions are doing right now, and millions will do in future as well. Okay? So, sometimes you say, hey, I have done this, I have done that. I know this. There are some people. I can recite the whole Upanishad. Is it? Oh. I can recite the whole Sundarkand. Okay? I can recite the whole Gita. Like that, they start feeling egoistic about whatever they do. Then you are gone. You happen to do that because the God has given brains to you like that. Once the egotism, selfishness comes into the mind, gone. Everything gets destroyed, and then corruption and all fantastic things starts. There are some people. Now, if this is the example of Brahmins, then Kshatriya also, I can shoot every time bullseye. Gone. Once the egotism is there. Vaishya, those who are doing business, अरे ये तो फालतू चीज है, मैं तो 100 करोड़ कमा लूंगा. Gone. 1 रुपए से क्या फायदा होता है? शूद्रास, मेरे जैसी सेवा कोई नहीं कर सकता. Means like me, nobody can serve this society. Gone. Once that egotism is there, selfishness is there, and getting advantage of what you are doing is there, gone. So everywhere good and bad examples are there. A lot of people have achieved the Atmajnan in the past. At present also there are people who are doing this, and in future also they will be there. मागील मोक्ष जे होते तीही ऐशियाची जाणवणी माते कर्मे केली समजते धनुर्धरा. मागे means in the past they have achieved Atmajnan. So you are not the first one and the last one as well. परी हे बीजे जैसी दगधली नुगवतीची पेरली तैशी कर्मेची परी तया जहाली मोक्ष हेतू. Now what kind of work should I do? You see, he has given example. Gyaneshwari Maharaj. Marathi and Sanskrit is Dnyaneshwar. In Hindi they are calling Gyaneshwar. Okay, so there is no difference. So Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying that if you sow the seed, then you get the tree. Like that, if you do any kind of work, the fruits and trees going to be there. But you do in so much penance, so much devotion, that there will be no tree and fruit of your whatever the work you are doing with the of full might. You devote everything to me at my feet, so that you do not get attached to that tree and fruit as well. You become one with me only. That kind of devotion God is expecting. इथं आणिकही एक अर्जुना, हे कर्म विवंचना आपुली ये चाळे संज्ञा योग्य नाही. Those people who know all these things, they do not think about, they do all the karma which are good only. They know what is karma and what is akarma, what is good karma, what is akarta karma, even after doing the karma, how to remain akarta. Means I am not doing this work, God is doing this work. He has given the energy. He is only speaking through my mouth. I should realize it, because if I had to think, 1992, 1994, so many, I have given to the last time the date as well. At that time only I could have done that. But no. Today this has been told. It is because of wish of the God only. Just remember all these things, and every time Dnyaneshwari Maharaj and Sri Krishna are telling us, remain fully devoted. Try to remain yogi, bhakta, so that all our work gets and happen to be happening for the God only. We are part of the nature. We are not doing the work which is not part of the nature. If you try to corrupt the nature, then you are not a devotee, yogi, and you cannot become one with the God. So let us try to be one with the God, become yogi, become bhakta, and do all the good things that will help and have the aim of humanitarian cause and for humanitarian work only. Okay, thank you very much.